Yo, 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 yo. All right. How y'all doing, man? So like I told you, bro, I do what I want to do, man. Like I said, I don't talk to people on YouTube, right? I talk to people who are gonna get me farther and help me progress only. I've always been like that, man. You know what I mean? You gotta watch the company you keep, man. The people, like I said, the people you talk to for no reason, that's gonna judge, you know, how you build and go about building and whether you can even build or not because a lot of people they just don't know how to build. That's the truth. Now, I don't know what's up with the day, but I'm going through it physically bad uh with just the same issues, but I mean, if that's how it's going to be, I might as well just, push it to the limit and do all I can do anyway. That's the way I see it because taking it easy stuff for me just never works. It's just not my thing. It's not how I do things. You understand? But you know, other than that, I'm thinking of taking some steps to expand my business. I'm not going to sit here and operate from a place of fear ever, just because. And I mean, this is really the state of the public. Is just everybody's just on some weird energy, man. And I'm just being real. People are not wanting to see folks succeed. And it's just me. I'm real careful about I want to promote basically. So I'm trying to open this up where I can maybe expand and promote on some new different avenues, right? But you just got to be real careful, man. You got to be careful who you speak to. Um, and then people say silly things, but you just never know who's on the other side of the screen. That's all, and what their agenda is or what they're doing. But you know, so I mean, I think that part's always a little nerve wracking, no matter what. You know what I mean? But just the fact is, the way I feel is as long as I'm doing everything right, which I always am, and I go out my way to, like, I never have anything to worry about. I'm always good. You know what I mean? Because my purpose is clear as day. Like, I just want to promote my content, and that's about it. Honestly, I'd like to do like customized videos. I'm even considering um, maybe even starting an OnlyFans. All these women do it, right? And here's my honey, I think. Let me tell her I'm live. But yeah, the last time I tried to do that, these people know that people gravitate to me, and I don't know. I guess that I'm attractive and I'm a star, so they wanted to. That's what it's been all about. It's just because I'm good looking and I'm extremely gifted, right? And a lot of this came from so-called women because they basically wanted to hide me from the world and blah blah blah, whatever, a bunch of delusion and nonsense that doesn't make sense because they know I'm a gift. You know what I mean? And anybody who meets me, people generally like me, and you know, I just have a lot of gifts, and I'm gifted and I have a lot to offer. So that's all that it's about. But yeah, like I said, I'm considering trying to do that to expand. I just told my honey that I'm live. Hold on. Yeah, hopefully she can come to the show and listen. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling it today, man. So just try to bear with me while I try to do the best I can. Um, but I don't know. I just try to never stop, try to never give up. Um, you hear it in my voice too. I don't know. I was kind of feeling like I was maybe getting sick yesterday too. And I don't know if it has to do with, like I said, what I'm going through physically or what. I have no idea. I don't really even know what's going on. But, I don't really have a choice, man. I gotta try to work. Okay, honey. I love you. All right. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird because, like I said yesterday, I moved and I felt, I know it's like one of my ribs. People don't understand. You have a lot of ribs. It's not just like the regular rib area, but I felt it move yesterday, and I had been waiting for it to, hoping that it would be a good thing, but now it ain't seeming like that all of a sudden. So I just don't get it. Like I was good, and then I don't know. I woke up and it was like worse. So the way I look at it, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, man. I'm not gonna sit here and do what y'all do, where you approach everything with fear. I just refuse. I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong by living my life. I'm not doing anything wrong by getting up and getting going and exercising and working out. Come on, man. It's all these people, all you people who doing everything wrong, who don't want to help and don't want to show any support. You understand? And like I said, I'm gonna stay on all y'all about this because it's inexcusable, man. Like I said, I went through this whole 2 years. I did all this by myself, funded all out my own pocket. And you congratulate and reward success. That's what's wrong with these people. You don't try to treat people anyway or punish success. You reward it. Y'all are backwoods, homie. And that's why you do what you do. Yeah, like I said, that stuff is fake though. Y'all ain't even real people. You don't act like that. That's not who you are. Y'all get on computers and pretend. See, this is the thing. I don't give people a choice to pretend with me. You're gonna be who you are, right? When you deal with me, you're gonna be the real you. You understand? I'm a real boy. I could care less about anything anybody got to say, bro. Feel me? Like I said, every time that I go live, the reason we don't have a chat is clear as day because they're not talking to me. They're sitting there literally, making illegal statements towards me and saying a bunch of weird stuff. So they're just sitting there waiting for me to go live. And like I said, it's inexcusable. And I can tell by the way these people moving around me, I can tell by the way they do things that they know what's up. That's the funniest part. They all shook, I'm telling you, and they know that what they're doing is wrong. And they know that they've been caught red-handed because, like I said, it wasn't just folks on the internet, man. They talk to everyone. All these people have been in on this, all of them. You understand? And God sees all, and God is delivering karma. It's just that simple. Yeah, no. What did y'all expect? You expected a grown man to not stand up for himself? What did the grown man do every single time? These people are silly. They want to act like they don't know my history. Like every time that there was an issue or problem, I showed up to the bout. Anytime that it was time to stand up for myself, I stood up for myself. Anytime that it was time to go into the streets, I went to the streets. Anytime that it was time to get busy, I went and got busy. Again, I don't know who anybody thinks they talking to, but I ain't the one, homie. You feel me? I don't play about nothing. You understand? So, like I said, everybody's been G-checked, right? Everybody's been addressed directly to their face. So, like I said, when people do actions, it's got to make sense, man. You understand? Nobody's pressing me. Nobody's telling me nothing. And like I said, these people want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be on both sides of the token, right? Hiding behind the internet. You can't have control hiding behind phones and the internet, bro. It's silly. You understand? It's all these folks. All of them. They're entitled. They're no good. Ain't none of y'all rich. They had another, that dude had his fake chat open today. And they ain't talking to him like that. There ain't no one else on YouTube that goes live and has to deal with that type of nonsense. With them doing the same thing over and over again, issuing illegal statements towards me. It's only me. So, like I said, people are being petty, man. And I don't got time for it. I don't get different treatment than everybody else. See, that's why you're contradictory, because people like you run around, you try to put false labels on people, right? You try to put false labels on people. If people never ever get out your way, you try to put false labels on people, but all them labels apply to you, right? So, like, I just think it's funny, right? Like, golly, man, how more entitled can we get? They're everywhere, bro. Like, you can't get away from them. And all any of them do is just sit around doing nothing. What's the point? Like, real talk. It's irritating, man. You know what I mean? Ain't none of these people making no money. Ain't none of these people rich. Like I said, none of these people are anybody, homie. None of them. So, like I said, treatment has to be fair, right? Like I said, I don't need a chat room on here. If that's how this company is going to do things, that's fine. It's going into the federal lawsuit. You understand? Like I said, I'm not going to be given different treatment anymore. We never put up with it. We're not going to now. The treatment has to be equal. You understand? I have equal rights. So, like I said, these people, they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to label people the things they openly are. Yeah, that stuff doesn't work, man. It's all been exposed, bro. Y'all been exposed, man. Everybody knows the truth, bro. Everybody knows where you stand and how y'all are. Feel me? That's why people don't take you seriously. So, yeah, like I said, it don't work that way. You got to make a claim and stand on it. You got to stand on business. And since all y'all are incapable of doing that, well, you can go ahead and miss me with anything you have to say. See my point? I don't need to listen to folks, right, yapping and flapping their gums and making no sense who ain't talking about nothing. Like I said, they got a chat open today. They got a dude. He's another one, right? Another one who was a fan forever, right? And I found out was weird too, and put him in his place, told him what it was. So they run over to these other people, right, who they don't follow and don't know from Adam. It's just weird, right? And you got to understand, they in chats talking about, yeah, you say this and that. I make 100K a year. Homie, none of you make any money. What do you mean? Tyree Sneed makes the most money on the internet. Y'all don't get paid on here. All that talking about, I do this, I do that, put up the receipts. So this is the thing. The only way that conversation works is you got to put up receipts. I don't have to put up receipts because all my receipts are public. Everything I ever did, I displayed and showed and proved. And you people wanted to dismantle all of it, my hard work, right? So my receipts are already documented publicly. Y'all got to understand, we are all grown adults, bro. If you're going to have a conversation, have the conversation for what it is. Feel me? Don't talk about no fake finances when all y'all are struggling. You understand? They just sit there. That's what they do. For some reason, they think that's a good move to go to chat rooms and type fake stuff. Talking about, I make over 100K a year. I'll pay for everything right now. So that's what y'all do. Y'all trying to act like y'all missed the money bags on YouTube. Everybody got money. Okay, well then how come it doesn't reflect? None of y'all look like you got no money, bro. Y'all look like you struggling. I look like I'm doing better than all of you. All of you. See, they want to say things that make no sense. They said something about, they're so delusional. They said something about everybody's doing better than you. Okay, so you own a mansion? What? You pay over $100 for a car lot every month? I thought you said you make 100K a year. Right, because you don't. Because all y'all do is talk nonsense and lie. No, I'm going to hold you accountable to what you said. Like what? I'm sorry, I'm not doing well? Because you said something a million miles away on a computer? Because you wanted to type a lie? I'm doing great, partner. What do you mean? Like, nah, I could use some more money. That's on y'all. I'm making my checks. As usual, I'm holding my end of the bargain. I'm doing my part. Nobody else is doing nothing. Nothing. All y'all are just sitting there. Like I said, I have to wait for my checks. We all know this, right? I'm running that check up as we speak. It's already over $130. So I'm doing my job. It's not my job to do other people's job for them. So again, what do you mean? I'm not doing well, but I got my own business. You see how backwards they are and how silly they are? But you don't own a business. I'm the CEO of my major company. I'm a major media company. That's who I am. CEO Tyree Sneed right here. Can you see? You're looking at a CEO talking to me about, or talking in chats about fake money you don't have. It ain't about money. It's about ownership. See, you don't even know business. You're not even a part of any conversation. What? And the worst part is, you make up fake digits. None of y'all have any bread. Not one of them. None of them have any money. So what's the point? You understand? All right, I see all y'all. I see you. See all y'all, man. All of them on the same thing, bro. They know they messed up. All of them, all these people, they know they mess up when they try to come at me wrong, verbally or however, talk to me anyway, and I keep reminding them. We operate above the feds, man. I mean, not only am I the CEO of my own companies, I'm the boss of this entire everything. This entire program, I've run out my own pocket. We've got more done than every agency put together. And you want to sit here and talk about fake money? You see how silly you are? It ain't about money. It's about the purpose. It's about the results you get. What? The streets are safe out here. That's the fact. Everybody knows it because of who? Batman. You understand? It's a real thing. Feel me? Thank you, honey. If you can, keep typing to me, please. And if it doesn't give me the notifications, I'll go in there and check. But I'd like to have you chime in with me as much as you can. But like I said, just bear with me because I'm really going through it. What I told you is really, going through it. But yeah, so I mean, no, I own more wealth than the illusion of Trump could ever come close to. I own buildings. I have billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 of jewelry, 530 on my wrist. Got you pissed, coach. It's about equity. It's not about money. Equity costs money. How do you think I bought all the equity? All cash. So when you floss cash, and if you got it, flaunt it, right? Like Tupac said, you got it, flaunt it, right? Only if you want it. Yes, I really want it. Only if you want it. Yes, I really want it, right? Y'all don't get I'm like the Easy-E of this game. I'm the street gangsta. I'm the real hardcore. It's time for the real G's, right? That everybody know who the real gangsta is, online and off. It's time for the real G's to run this. We run everything coast to coast. I wasn't done. Mineral rights, oil royalties, stock settlement lawsuit with over 70,000 shares of a stock that I got, and that's why I'm in that. They're going to have to pay me something. They stole my inheritance. They got to give me all that. I probably got properties in Cali and millions of dollars. Wody. Christina's negotiating a settlement. We're guaranteed 6.8 million, looking at potentially 30 to 50 million plus. I think it's going to be more. Sorry, but what? Again, who told you folks to start running your mouth and ignoring reality? That was not a good decision. You need to quit listening to that individual. That's the individual who's responsible for getting them all locked up in prison. And every single one of them is guaranteed to do prison time. Don't worry about money. That's a silly thing to worry about right now, cuzzy. Isn't it? Freedom matters before anything else. Christina just gave me an update. 6.87 million guaranteed. That's what we're looking at over here. And these folks, they know it's real. So this is what they've been doing, honey. They issue the illegal statements. They keep on doing the same thing. I'm not going to talk about it all clearly, right? Because that's what they want. And they, they're trying to give me the hardest time possible talking behind the scenes when I'm just trying to promote and be able to communicate and have a chat for my fans only. And, it's just impossible to do. And then all they do is I say, don't talk about my girlfriend. Don't say my girlfriend's name. And everything I'm asking them to not do and just basic respect and boundaries, they want to not listen. Right? I mean, like I said, I'm not interested in talking to people like that. We're looking at guaranteed $6.87 million. All these people are going to start realizing how real all this is, how real Christina is, right? We're all about to be rich over here, partner. Truly. And guess what? Then it's riding time. It ain't no talking time. Batman gets in the streets and starts riding. You feel me? I get busy and I go to work and I take on all these league organization head on like I've been doing this entire time, but on a different level. I'm just going to do the same thing with more resources. See the point? I already won as Ghetto Batman with a budget. And Ghetto Batman wasn't no little money. $1,300 bat cycle, right? This bulletproof vest costs thousands of dollars. You can't wear this if you have a felony. Half y'all that want to be Batman couldn't do what I do because you're not smart. See the point? It's not about just being overly aggressive all the time. See, like that dude, revving his engine. But what? You overcompensate, and that's weakness. See, y'all are too busy acting out of character to make any money or get anywhere. We move at a snail's pace over here. It's the tortoise and the hare. Who won the race? The tortoise. This is not about moving fast. No. Slow and steady wins the race. See, y'all just don't get it. We're building an empire here. We're building a conglomerate, Snead Enterprises. This is being built in front of your eyes. This is legendary. I'm making history. Talking about money. Let me make this real clear. God provides my funding. I will always be rich. Can you hear? We good. Boy, always. Just like yesterday, out of nowhere, somebody donated $2 on Venmo. What? There, we got a wave from an 18-wheeler truck driver. I'm a celebrity, not just locally, all over the nation and the world, right? And what I'm doing is 100% real, and everybody knows it. I mean, do you understand the epic proportions? I am literally on Mount Sinai and Mount Olympus compared to you people. We're not talking no more. There's nothing to talk about with none of you folks on YouTube. I'm here to talk to God and Christina and real fans. And I'm expanding this business. I'm done waiting. I'm done acting like I should be scared and to do anything because I got people stalking me. Like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm going to do what I need to do and promote this business and meet new people and communicate so I can try to get more money, right, out of everything I'm doing. That's what anybody should do. That's a smart move. Do you not agree, honey? Expanding this business is the name of the game. Like, she doesn't mind me talking to folks. I got to talk to people, man. This is part of my job. Christina trusts me. She knows she doesn't have anything to worry about. You know, it's been going on this entire time. I mean, did I not prove I'm trustworthy? Yeah. I don't have to prove nothing. Christina knows what it is. So I trust Christina. Christina trusts me. I'm just trying to figure out how to expand and promote this company. I need to. I got to. Because I can get this moving at an even faster pace that way. Right? I just don't like compromising my information. I don't like telling strangers who I am because they're all malicious and they're just weird. Like, everybody's just praying for my downfall. They're not happy to see me winning or doing anything. Like right now, bro, I just paid the phone bill. I only got like 20 bucks in my bank account. Real talk. That's all I got. I don't have a responsibility to have a bunch of money on me at all times. I got 20 bucks. I have to save that bank account and keep it moving. Yeah. And I got to make it till this long, till July 21st. I'm going to be vulnerable in myself and honest with people. Right? The dude donated $2. What are you talking about? You can't just come over here and present concepts that don't exist. They tried to say something while they're committing a felony, right? Talking behind the scenes about how I do things. I treat everybody with respect. That's a given. The things you said that I stated, I never said. And I caught you in the act lying. And then you started using intermittent communication. And you committed illegal use of a telecommunication device. I have that evidence. So as hard as it is to endure that when you're handling the situation right and being polite and nice and you're trying to talk and they're trying to talk over you and you're trying to tell them the conversation was over an hour and you're literally just sending whatever messages to my phone that you can through this whatever chat, like, right, on purpose. Like, that's not immature because you know that it'll have an effect. It would on anybody. See what I'm saying? Super petty. I've treated everybody with respect. I don't need to be grateful for $2. I'm not a $2 type of dude. So again, the dude who donated the $2, I told them thank you and I said, please continue to show your support. But $2 ain't nothing. I'm not going to sit here and act with you people that breadcrumbing is the way to go. How are you going to tell me how to run my business? But the people that you're doing all this stuff for and with, working with, they literally, they're who talks to their audience like that, and they don't have a show or an audience or a monetized channel. And they try to live off donations. All of you are, because you formed a group. So y'all literally are surviving and living off of donating to each other. And then you got the go and audacity to come over to me on the internet, follow me around, commit felonies in the process, federally indict yourself on federal charges, incriminate yourself, to tell me a lie and try to tell me I'm someone I'm not. What? You said that you were upset about people's actions. And I said, all my actions are right, though. And then that's why they don't want to let you talk. They're trying to cover up the truth. What is the point of that? This isn't a courtroom. You're not talking in front of an audience. The only thing that matters is when it's in front of the world. We're in front of the world right now. I've given y'all a chat for the past, I don't know how many years. You ain't said none of this stuff because you know it doesn't exist. Don't say and do things behind the scenes and think it's not going to come to light when I have it all documented, right? If you got something to say it in front of everybody, right? So again, I treat everybody with respect. That's a given. That's not something I have to I don't have to defend my position or myself from lies. These people are upset, man. They mad because they can't dismantle my empire. They can't dismantle my business. This is about strategy. Like I said, but yet no other YouTuber and nobody who's doing their career and their livelihood has to worry about an actual whole organization that's an underground illegal organization. I'm the one that's being targeted. No one else has to worry about that, about trying to keep my livelihood moving and keep my business going, because these people are just against me, right? Because I'm the truth and because I've exposed them. This is not an easy career, okay? You're going to get a lot of people who are disgruntled, whatever, but you're not going to lie. No, you're not. I'm not going to let nobody lie on my name. You're not going to say that I've done anything I haven't done or that I've done anything wrong. You people owe me money. I've been nothing but nice to all of you. So, like I said, that's the facts. You have no right to be acting the way that you're acting. And you all, like cowards, when I was in person, y'all acted one way and you were kissing up and being fake and catty. And then when I left, because I had to go to work and do what I need to do to make my money, you ran to the internet and started slandering and running a smear campaign that has already backfired. I don't got time for people stuck in the past. That stuff has been over with. What are you talking about? The whole public knows the truth. What? That's what they do. Like, so you're going to talk to me like all these hours and days I spent on live didn't accomplish what it did? Right. They're trying to get somebody upset because they know they don't have leverage for court. Okay, let me explain this to you one more time, buddy. I told you, stop trying to do that, because when you do that, it wouldn't matter how I responded. I can respond any way I want. I don't have to control my emotions when you're bothering me and committing a felony and you have no business speaking to me and you were informed of that. Okay? I can do no wrong now. There's nothing you can do. You can't play victim. Y'all can't walk into a courtroom, right? Because you're a criminal. I have so much evidence, it's unbelievable. See, you think it works one way, that people don't have to listen to me. We're not putting up with that anymore. I have all evidence. I don't deal with people who are irrelevant. This is a federal court, Supreme Court matter. What you've done is serious as it gets, and you're well aware of what you're doing. And you're aware of the prison time that comes along with it. If you can't do the time, right, don't do the crime, brothers and sisters. Okay? So again, what you're showing is how weak you are and how strong I am. Look at all I've endured. Look at all that you're still trying to send my way, hiding online. And this is the way of the world now. All these cowards, they want to hide and then pretend they're showing you something while they say names and try to talk down. That's cowardly. Like I said, but yet I'm out here every day. I'm in the street right now, people, publicly. I want the whole world to see. I'm in the street. Anybody who feels any way or has an issue can come see me. There's no excuse. These people claim they have money, right? Bus pass, gas money. What's this excuse? Why hasn't it happened? Because people are terrified of Batman. That's why. Because people are afraid to have a conversation with me face to face, because they know I'm way more powerful than the cartel. I'm more powerful than any little gang. And I'm the man who shuts down their operations. Not no one else, not an agency. I do it. Yeah. That's how real it is. So like I said, all that fake stuff, people don't come out their mouth with my name like that, Wody. You know reality. Act like it. Feel me? And that's it. I'm not some regular guy. I'm the biggest gangster you'll ever see. Ever. It's not thus far. It's at any time, bro. You ain't never going to see somebody like me again. Ever. Because it don't exist. It never will. It's impossible to get somebody more gangster and thugged out than me. Trust me on that. Nah, y'all want to act. See, that's the thing. They want to act like we ain't the gangsters now. Right. You trying to play a cute game to get gangsters upset. That's crazy, man. That's super corny. Like we all forgot. Like we all got amnesia. Did the world forget what I've accomplished? Nope. Nah. I'm smart. When you a gangster, you got to fall back and start making smart decisions. That changed my life, man. You know what I mean? And there was nothing to change. I was straight. I've been living my life correctly always, but I'm just saying, I got it all right where things are calm, things are good, everything's solid. It's impossible and illegal as hell for you to sit there every day trying to figure out, right, how to dismantle everything I've built within my life. So see, that's the thing. It's an extremely serious situation. We're going to continue to treat it as such. And like I said, there's been a failure to act. Nobody does anything about it. There's been readers talking about this for years saying this is extremely serious. Everybody's asking, why is nothing being done? Again, because all of them are against me and they're all in on it and they're all who it came from. I was targeted by all these same folks. All of them. The ones who are supposed to protect us, right? This is how they treat a grown man and a real man, and all behind closed doors. I've caught folks, like I said, talking whatever fake smack about me, right? Right. I've like, bro, you have to understand. I've told people what it is, right? Right to their face in their own corrupt department. Literally told them, don't ever talk about me like that. What are you talking about? Put them in their place, right? What gives you the right? Sorry, but what? How corrupt can we be? If the people who are supposed to protect us are the real criminals, then somebody has to turn the whole game around and flip it on its axis, which Batman did, and say, let's point the finger at you now. All these police chiefs continue to go to prison because of me, because of karma, because of the universal laws of karma, because God works through me. And these things would not be happening if it wasn't for me making my stand that I already made for years, for what I do as a career, and for how I speak and what I speak publicly. We are standing up to all of you. You are the problem. Again, I'm calling for defunding, because why would we fund these people work off my tax dollars? Why would I want to fund your corruption and your plots against me? That's crazy. These people don't get how unfair you are. You're not being fair. You're trying to cheat at everything. And that's crazy. And this is my life. What? This is the society you live in. You have a bunch of people who are pathetic. They don't have a job. They don't do their job. They're all just sitting there posing and plotting. And they target one guy, which is me, and worry about what I'm doing. Because again, I was young. I owned 14 cars. See, you just got to get your facts straight. You're not going to sit here and talk over me ever. I don't care who it is. You're not going to sit here and interrupt me and tell my story for me. I don't care how many of you there are. I don't care how many corrupt folks. I don't care how many cowards. All y'all lost. You're going to continue to lose. And see, this is the thing. That's why they do it, because they know. That's why they gang stalk. That's why they drive around next to you. They're trying to get us upset. See the point? That's what they want. They want a reaction. They want a response, because they're looking for people to lose it and go ballistic, which will never happen. Because I'm a lot smarter than you, Duke, and I'm a lot more of a man. Y'all ain't, man, none of you, and you're not women. That's why I do my show every day and rub it in your face. Now, what are any of you going to do about it? Anything you do will be recorded live on camera. You understand? Like I said, stop getting online and saying you're going to do things and saying these things that you don't mean, right? When number one, you ain't even delivering. You keep issuing blanket statements, but you're not delivering on what you're saying. Where they do that at? You ain't proud, bro. Y'all ashamed, man. It don't work that way, bro. The way it works is people got to get real with themselves, right? People got to get real with themselves, and people just got to understand how this world works. I'm not here to follow your rules. I'm not here to follow your laws. I'm here to make them. I'm here to rewrite this entire system and the entire script on everything. You feel me, Wody? So again, like I said, people are silly, man. What? Yeah. Like I said, I have so much evidence. The public's already seen how these people try to talk to me in my chat, how they're trying to play games on my show. They want to manipulate my content, but they can't. And YouTube and Google is who licensed this. They sent these people. They're not allowing it. They're who did it. The CEO of YouTube is responsible for this, and I'm calling you out publicly. Next, keep helping me, coach. Y'all want to keep running your mouth? The more you talk, the more truth comes out, the more prison time you do. I'm winning. There we go. Got another wave. Hold on, let me see what my baby's saying. Hold up. All right. Hey, yeah. Christina said, why would I? Christina doesn't try to control me. See, this is the thing. You just got to understand, honey, I've been through a lot of trauma. I've been through a lot of different things. So, like, yeah, I'm coming out of all that. Right? I'm going to be that way. Look, he was leaning and looking instead of driving. This is other people. They just can't drive, period. So they was honking. What you looking at? And I love when them little homies be trying to look at me and then act like they don't get it. Like, what you looking at? Batman ain't nice, bro. So y'all think something sweet. Y'all think people out here to be nice to me ain't nice. I run every block out here, these strips I run the street. These people just run their mouth. See, they'll never understand. They're too slow. Especially down here, they don't get what's happening. You're yelling and cheering the whole time. And meanwhile, the white man came through and took over all your blocks. That's what happened. See, they don't get how me and my father move. They don't get how we move. They don't get who I am. They don't understand I'm the actual mob, MOBB for life. Feel me? Thug life for real. We live in it. I don't tolerate no disrespect. It's tattooed on under my neck, dog. This don't get violated. I don't care where I'm at. Feel me? We've been doing this across coast to coast. Nobody violates that. Yeah, we live in this thug life. I'm gonna start yelling it out too. Real tough. We on this thug life stuff for real. Feel me? I move just the way that Tupac was talking about. And it's the only way to live. You don't tolerate disrespect from anyone. You understand? That's how it works. Now, when people run their mouth, you got to stand up to them. You understand? Now, they just mad because they know we already G-checked everybody and backed them all down, and we're following the rules. See, being a gangster, it's not about being reckless. You can't just do whatever you want willy-nilly. No, you can't, right? That's why Tupac didn't win. That's why all these other folks didn't win. Mad at me because they know I'm smart enough to win. It's just like he said in Batman Returns, right? He said, something, I'm the mayor. Somebody's yelling. I just look. Yeah, I ain't got time for all this stopping and worrying. No. When these folks want to support me and they want to come out their pocket, like this dude right here, he's delivering a pizza. They talk to me. They haven't contributed a dime. All y'all work jobs. Pay me. Donate. I'm not doing nothing for y'all until y'all want to pay. If y'all want an autograph, it's $5 an autograph now. Straight up. See, the folks down here, they're entitled. They think that this is entertainment. I'm telling you, this is not entertainment. This is a dude that literally said, you know what? Everybody want to play these games hiding, right? Y'all want to play? Y'all want to pretend? No problem. I'm going to go all out Batman with it. I grabbed a mask from Party City and took over every block. It don't get no more gully and gangster than that. So give me my credit, Duke. Right. Because them little homies don't run the streets. The white man do. All across this nation. We run everything coast to coast. I'm ready for whatever, whenever. I don't back down to nobody. I'm out here for real. Y'all folks is just silly. Okay? We don't do protests and demonstrations. We go do what we want to do. We go prove our point in front of your face. See, gangsters move a little differently. Gangsters ain't here to look cute. Gangsters ain't sitting here playing. You understand? You folks is used to entertainment. You used to people, right, who going to put up with your nonsense and your games like y'all even have a voice. All y'all is nobody. All of y'all. And I kick it right in front of your face like I said I would do. Remember? And you don't do nothing about it. Not a thing. Like I said, what's goody? Out here in these blocks every day by myself, Dollar. What? You got gang organizations stalking, monitoring, and hiding. Right, because Batman run the street. It's just like the Joker said. What did the Joker say? Remember? I know why you choose to have your meetings in broad day. I know why you're afraid to go out at night. The Batman. Right? If it's so easy, why haven't you done it? What does he say? If you're good at something, never do it for free. See the point?
which was an excuse because that's exactly what the Joker was trying to do towards Batman, and he could never do it. It's exactly what the Penguin wishes he could do to me, and he's not capable. It's exactly what Siobhan Crow, Ashley Wheeler, Jennifer Benish, Dr. Computer Shop, all these troll accounts that have been identified publicly. It's exactly what they want to do to me. They've said it a million times, but you're not capable. See the point? How is that not a serious situation? Right? I see folks on the internet, right? Every day. Okay, now other people are going through this. This is a government funded operation. The reason that these folks aren't protecting us is because they're a part of it and they're in on it. You understand? We don't have a choice but to stand up. Stand up to folks. Stand up to all these people. You are not above reproach. Y'all have been hiding behind these fake jobs, these fake titles, these fake accolades long enough. You understand? You all are cowards, and I'm calling all of you out publicly. And none of you are men or women. You understand? Like I said, I own my own boxing league. Anyone can sign that waiver. Let's get to it. Where's it at? Yeah, no, I'm not a nice guy. I'm a community leader. I'm a communal leader that called out the entire world and taught the world to stay in its place. That explained to the world, you don't understand who you're talking to and who you're dealing with. I don't play about nothing. I'm a monster. People are fake. They're catty. And the nonsense they kicking and talking, there's no place for it. You know why? Because I already silenced everyone. I already got busy. We already took everyone head on and won. People have cried. People have ran. Okay? These people, the red triangles, right, are dropping like flies because they wanted to launch spiritual you-know-what fair. I said, no problem. I accept all challenges. And what's happening to you people? Let's get real with ourselves. You're not taking a million losses, right? Huh? Exactly. The nonsense is irritating too. Like I said, none of these folks have ever done nothing for me. They all had an opportunity to give me a job, to help, and when I get my money, y'all gets nothing. See, that's the point. Down here, they're all discriminate. What's with the fake stuff? What's with the fake love? Miss me with it, man. Miss me with it. This is you all. You all want a fake honk. I'm not asking you to honk for me. You understand? Ain't none of these people my friend, Wody. We done talk to all y'all. Y'all got the channel, so you hear me, Wody. Ain't none of y'all my friend. We ain't trying to see the white man win, dude. Let's get real with ourselves. We ain't got to pretend. See, y'all want to pretend down here. Yeah, I'm white. I don't pretend. I'm going to tell you what it really is. You understand? All y'all are the enemy. You've been showing that forever. When's the last time they done something for me, man? Real talk. Huh? These people don't run their mouth to me. What? See, that's the thing. People start getting things misconstrued. They start feeling entitled. They start thinking they really got a voice. They start thinking people are like them and we playing dress up. Y'all are regular civilians, bro. You understand? Like, everybody stays out my way, homie. What I do is real, man. This is God's will. God's going to have his will no matter what. You people ain't stopping nothing that God got. Promise that. You could plot. You could do whatever. That's why I make the right decisions. That's why I'm smart about how I speak. I'm a public figure for a reason, Modi. I know how to do this. Let me tell you something. Y'all could never walk in my shoes, right? And there's another one. Mad suspect behavior every day. Mad suspect. Super weird, super odd, right? All these people, the red triangles, are straight cowards. That's all they do is whine and complain, right? And they're always in setup energy. Like that's normal. They'll come to your show and they'll just stand there. Like, what is that? Like, do you think you have presence or something? You don't have presence. Like, dude, what you're doing is illegal. Stop it. What do you mean? Like, yeah, these people trying to act like they moving. You ain't moving, hiding behind a computer screen, Wody. For real. Straight cowards. They ain't on nothing. They ain't never going to be about nothing. They ain't never going to do nothing. They're going to run their mouth on that computer. I already figured it out. There's another honk. I already done figured it out how soft all y'all is. Right. Come on, dog. I'm a revolutionary, man. I'm a symbol of justice. I'm a symbol of fear. You understand? For an entire generation. That's the reality. You know what I mean? Here's another one parking so they can talk to me or whatever. Well, that's fine. Just be respectful. Unless they going to work. But yeah, man. Like I said, bro, I'm me. I don't change the energy, bro. Like real talk. And that's what I'm saying. These organizations, they'll be sending folks, right? And what they want to do is they want to play these pretend games. I'm not going to sit here and pretend with anybody. I'm also not going to take your bait. You want me to get out of character. They're trying to have you need a picture? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hey, who are you? Hey,
Batman.
I get it. I'm gonna. Who are you?
Oh, you got to put it on video. You got it on photo.
Okay,
But,
video.
Did it?
Okay, who are you? Who are you?
Batman.
That's right, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
you.
When you go on YouTube, can I show you the channel? It's a YouTube channel.
I see you.
Oh, you have it? Okay, cool. Thank you, man. Y'all have a good day. Be careful, all right?
The Joker, huh?
Right, yeah. He has to watch out for me, yeah. So see, like, I don't have no problem with that. Y'all see it's real. Like I told you, I'm not playing about this. This is the level of fame. This is the reality behind it, right? There ain't nothing wrong with that. That was all okay. That's how people supposed to do it. See the point? I'm not on edge. I'm not worried. I'm not paranoid. I'm a normal guy, man. As long as people are respectful and cool, I have no issue. This is my job. I'm going to be nice to fans. I got to talk to people. But I'm also going to say how I feel and where I'm coming from because it needs to be said. I'm not going to fake it till I make it like the rest of y'all. You know, I have heard way too many folks up in Austin running their mouths. And I want y'all to keep doing it because it's creating a lot of rage and anger. Okay? It's downright pissing me off because you people know about me. You know who I am, and you want to play these games when I'm not around. Austin ain't nothing but a bunch of cowards. And that's most places that you go. Right? And that's fine. I'm gonna build up all that and keep building up my rage. I love that, man. Oh, they don't get they trying to do what they trying to do to a shark. Can't do that to a shark. The shark breathe underwater, homie. Shark is a monster. Shark serves one function. You talking to a shark, bro. You don't get it. You talking to a tiger. You understand? You talking to a megalodon. You talking to the orca. What? Like, I serve one function. You heard what he said? He said, "You're my hero." See, I like that. You know what I mean? And like I said, just a normal dude, man. I just got gifted by God. That's it. That's all. I don't get on here and act. Ain't no pretending out here. We ain't faking it. What you mean? Huh? See, there's a difference between all that fake stuff y'all talking about and posing, and when you deal with real people. I'm a grown man. I got a business to run. I'm not on camera to pretend I'm something I'm not. I know who I am, right? No, when it comes to fans, that's just like clients for the business, right? You got to be nice. You got to be polite. You got to be respectful. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about it. Y'all don't understand how to build a business. You couldn't fathom it. You don't know how to build good relations with people. You don't know how to promote, much less take an idea and make money from it. Huh? They sitting there, they making weird claims talking about I took something. I didn't take anything from nobody, brother. I'm the real Batman. See, again, what are you talking about? Everything's proven publicly. When a fact gets proven, and you get proven wrong, it's a one-time process. Everything you ever said was already proven wrong. Repeating yourself don't make sense. We acknowledge things one time, and you walk away. You understand? Like I said, whoever's telling you to start repeating yourself, like I said, it's just because you know that it bothers me. It would any sane person in their right mind. Don't repeat yourself to me, man. Like, nah, I don't play like that, bro. So what are you doing when you do that? You're looking for a reaction. So they don't know how to do anything else. All they're going to do is try to bait someone that they legally, by law, can't even contact me. But you think I'm going to ever lose anything or get in trouble? I could tell you whatever I want. I could react. I could, lose my cool. But for what? That's what you want. I'm not in the business of giving my enemies what they want. I'm not in the business of giving people who have a vested interest in my downfall what they're plotting and what they want. The truth is, we're in society, man. You know what I mean? In society, there's all sorts of people. The youth looks up to me. You got the youth watching my channel too. I'm aware of that. I forget, and I really don't care because I'm going to do what I got to do for me on here. But the youth watches me. I'm a role model for a lot of them. So, I mean, when it's like that, like we're in a different environment right now, man. All that other stuff, save it, man. This is not the environment. And that's all I've said is like, bro, I'm just trying to have a chat and have y'all treat my business with respect. This is about love, positivity, helping people, right? Teaching the youth because nobody else is being a role model, so I want to be, right? Always helped everybody. I took care of kids that weren't mine, man. I've done everything for everybody, okay? I spent tons of money taking them to Slitterbond every day. I'm a good man, all right? And I'm an amazing father. And when Christina and I have our own kids, because I've never had any, right? I'm going to be an amazing father. But being upset at my reality and how beautiful it actually is. Get over that stuff, man. That's weird. See, that's the thing. I just don't take people who are delusional trying to talk to me some way. That's odd. They're looking for a response. They don't know how to do anything. They're one-trick ponies. So all they know how to do is bait over and over. And again, what you're doing is not even baiting because baiting still has to exist in reality. You're using delusion and you're trying to use it like it's a you know what to try to elicit a response. Yeah, you could do that as long as you want. The one thing you're not going to get is a response. You understand? None of it really upsets me. It's just mad uncomfortable. That's all. It doesn't make me mad. It just is weird. It just don't make sense. You know what I mean? So what you're trying to do is overload my system, right, with your delusion, like, because you know I'm in my right mind. Same thing the Joker tried to do to Batman. You can't make this stuff up, man. This is all happening in front of all of you. Don't tell me that it's not real and I'm not making history. I'm just living it. It's like my life is a movie. Not joking. Like, my life must be a movie. Like, that must really be a thing because somebody watching this. So I don't know if it's aliens, somebody getting a kick out of this because this is a damn movie, dog. And I'm Batman. Like, it's crazy. I don't have to be an actor because my life is the movie. Isn't that cool? Like, that's cool. Like I'm the actor without asking. See, I didn't need Hollywood to license me. I woke up and this is who I am. See the point? I'm not some guy who just said I'm going to dress up as Batman. I'm not some guy who, you know, I do it for people, but I wasn't some guy that said I'm gonna put on a Batman costume and stand there and wave, and I'm just doing this for the Valley. You know, like, yeah, I mean, I'm doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for people, but like I said, I knew the whole time that I was the real thing. I knew that every goal and every intention behind what I was doing, all my intention was clear as day, that I was going to be the real thing. Always. That when I started, I already was the real thing. You feel me? I don't know if somebody's hollering at me or not. Can't see half the time. Can't hear. But because they be far or different, you know, areas. But yeah, man, like I said, it just is what it is, man. People are upset, bro. You know what I mean? I think we're having a great show today. It's about to end right now. Let me see if my baby said anything else. I really want you to participate if you can, honey, as much as possible. I really love it. And we're going to do another live shortly in a little while. And I'm going to talk to her and see if she can continue to talk to me because I love it. Let me see if she said anything. Hold on. I'm guessing that she's busy too and she has things to do, but she said hi to me. She told me she loves me more than anything. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Christina is my everything, man. Always has been, always will be. But yeah, so like I said, no, I'm a good man. I've always been a good man. I don't do impulsive stuff. I don't go behind people's backs. Like I said, I've literally been nothing but faithful and loyal to everyone and completely to Christina. I've been abstinent for I don't even know how many years, right? For Christina. So I mean, don't sit here and tell me that reality isn't reality. That's a game that Batman don't play. So now that we got that out the way completely and we all know reality, just like we always have, and my words do matter, and the only thing that matters is reality, guess what? Y'all no longer matter, so we no longer matter. You don't matter. See, when you're delusional, you don't matter. That's the thing. They're all finding out the rude awakening that they're all irrelevant. I don't care what you say and do. You're going to prison. That's it. That's all I have to say. You know what I mean? You want to be mad and you want to, keep on doing what you do, running your mouth. It'll be to yourself because you all won't be talking to me anymore. I'm not going to have any open lane of communication. As I told you, like I've been trying to do this entire time and you keep trying to find a way around. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. It's relatively easy, man. You know what I mean? The only thing I can't control is the pay apps. You know what I mean? And they take advantage of that too. And that's crazy, bro. I mean, it just goes to show that you're just ruthless. You just refuse to quit stalking. And the lawyer and the judge is going to have no mercy when they do their sentencing because of it. No, you don't get it. If you're using other agents and sending people, right? Then that's you. You're responsible. I'm not going to have to keep saying your name on here because you want attention. Nobody, bro. You're not building a name off of doing illegal activity. What? Like trying to, sit there and act like you're talking to me? That's silly, man. These people ain't about nothing, man. They never been about nothing. They never will be. That's as far as it goes. Get some water in my system. But yeah, I'm just doing my best. That's all I can do. It's all we can do, Like I said, no, I've always treated my donators with nothing but respect. You understand? So again, how are you going to tell me my reality, but you're proven wrong, and then you want to just you start committing felonies and typing intermittently, repeatedly? What is that? Right? They throw in tantrums and hissy fits because reality echoes for all the time. I've always treated everyone excellently. It's your actions that I have a problem with and other people do. And we were trying to be nice. See, that's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy, bro. And it's just sad. And that individual is that one is Law Nameless. It's Siobhan Crow, Ashley Wheeler, Jennifer Benish. Who's the other ones? Dr. Computer Shop. Some other guy named Sticky, something like Sticky TT6 or whatever, some weird channel. All them people, Rich Baritone, like, bro, they've committed so many crimes towards me. They're who called Seton Hospital and had all this happen to me. Everything they've done is hiding as a coward. Some of them are literally like, I think like invalids. Like, and these are people who are really insane. And like I said, that's what's crazy is it's just inexcusable, and it proves the system is broken and failed. Because when you allow people to do that to somebody like me who's completely in their right mind, and that was never a negotiation, nobody ever challenged that. Everybody knew I'm a genius and knew I'm with it. So, I mean, why should us people like me be this much affected by strangers on the internet? No, not anymore. Now we're going to make sure that it doesn't happen. We're going to stand up for ourselves like we've been doing the entire time. It's just you can't stand up for yourself. This system is backwards. Y'all need to change and fix this system, man. You know what I mean? But there's a way to stand up for yourself. But I'm just saying it ain't much, because you got to handle everything appropriately. You got to go, the legal route, and the legal route, the courts are not serving justice like that, man. That's the thing these people don't get. Y'all want to talk about lawsuit? All y'all got that from me. I'm the only one that came on here and has a tangible federal lawsuit. The rest of you are just random nobodies on YouTube. You can't file a lawsuit on anyone because you don't have ground. You haven't been through nothing. It's the biggest deal of all time. See the difference? Like I said, I don't care what they do. You know what I mean? My job is to get fans, promote, be me, and that's all I'm going to do. Like I said, God already told me my name's about to go completely viral, as if I already haven't become big enough. I'm going to get bigger. So, I mean, that's what I'm focused on. And that's all they're trying to stop. They just want to stop the fame. They want to stop my rise. They want to stop my momentum. And I would never let you. You're not going to get a reaction. And like now, like since you want to make it a game, like I'll do too, like please, do all that nonsense and try to get a reaction, because all your nonsense is illegal and it's all being documented. It's all my job is. Listen, brother, I'm gonna always be at peace, man. God got me. I'm divinely protected. That's why all y'all write checks that you can't cash. You keep saying things and you don't deliver on us. I don't know what you're talking about. We all good. Ain't nothing going on ever. I'm at peace. You know why? Because people don't believe you. You need more people because you're delusional. So you've been proven wrong. That's a fact. So, and you've been proven that none of you are trying to talk or communicate with me or be fair or respectful. Right. And I proved all your lies wrong. Don't say you don't know. So when you're corrected, there's no way around that. You could be as immature as you want. You can pretend you're in denial or whatever. You can't deny a fact. Y'all were proven wrong. And like I said, I know me. I'm the one living my life. I think I know my business. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They get online and want to play games with people. You can't play mental mind games with a mental giant when you're a mental midget. Next, coach. All right. And like I said, I'm done talking about it. This is the last time, literally, officially. And we're going to continue to move forward like I have this entire time and leave people like that behind so that they can watch me succeed. And that's your karma. And that's what I've done every single time. All right. I'll be back, man. Much love. I love you, honey.